Hey, good morning, everyone. Or good morning. See, that's how you know I'm on the wrong shift. Good evening. I do that all the time when I fill in. Hope everyone's been having a good day. You've been staying inside trying to keep warm. Hopefully your day has been very restful and relaxing, and the snow has been looking beautiful outside, at least through the window. If you've had been out and about, hopefully you've been able to stay dry, stay warm. We know we're tracking more snow heading in late tonight through tomorrow morning. So I'm going to show you guys some radar images here. We'll show you kind of what's happening now, what we could expect later on tonight. And yeah, all the cold air is just at least going to stick around through the first half of next week. So sneak peek, I don't think we hit above freezing. If not Tuesday, definitely Wednesday. And still, it's going to be quite chilly. This winter weather, at least in the temperature form, may stick around through about all of next week. And then, of course, we're going to have this snow lingering due to these cold temperatures. So let's get started with the radar look, if you will. Meteorologist Joie Bettenhausen, by the way, for News Channel 8. And then I'll kind of give you a sneak peek of what you have to look forward to in the next couple of hours. All right, so here's what radar looks like right now. So earlier today, about a few hours ago, we were able to see even some sleet being mixed in with some snow. These would be more in the form of ice pellets in and around the Tulsa area, and of course down south as well. Thankfully, that didn't accumulate all that much, but it likely created some slick spots out there just on top of the light snowpack that we had. This radar definitely looks busy. It's hard to tell maybe some of those kind of heavier snow bands, but I'll show you that in just a second. In the meantime, we're looking at still a mix continuing south of I-40 with some at least light to moderate snow north, and you can see snow encompassing much of the state. I show you this because what moves into southwestern Oklahoma has to track northeast, and meaning that'll be here in our viewing area through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. So this gives a more defined look, and we try to look for some of those heavier snow bands. You can see this wintry mix, kind of snow and sleet mixed in south of I-40 in southern Pittsburgh County, southern Latimer, and then potentially some heavier snow bands northeast of Shawnee, and we've seen a couple roll through Osage County as well. Taking more of a top-down approach, everything's been light for the most part. I mean, granted, through the afternoon, we had that sleet mix in a little bit. We also had kind of brief bursts of moderate snowfall with those thick, kind of heavier wet flakes. Didn't last long. That was sure pretty watching that fall. And looking back into Tulsa now, looks like a few at least light snow showers getting ready to move into Tulsa area, north of Sapulpa into Sperry, Owasso, Skiatook, as well as near Pryor, Shoto, down to Wagner, OK, and Haskell. And then down south is where we're looking at that mix, and then potentially some kind of heavier bands of this sleet snow mix near Sallisaw, Stigler, down to Wilburton, and tracking east into northwest Arkansas as well. Temperatures, it's cold outside, single digits in our northern counties, low teens, Tulsa down south. It feels a whole lot colder though. I did a couple of these Facebook Lives outside. I was only out there for 10 to 15 minutes, but definitely wear the gloves if you have to be out and about because it feels like the single digits below zero. So we got this cold air sticking around. We're still under this winter storm warning until tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We still have a lot to talk about, so something fun and exciting. I've got Kirsten Lang here with me as well, and we are going to be doing a kind of joint newscast, if you will, coming up around 10:30 on News Channel 8. So make sure to check on that. Hey, Kayla from Jay, thanks for tuning in. She's getting our additional snowfall forecast totals put together. I'm getting our totals from what we had late last night into this morning put together, and we're going to give you tag team coverage on kind of what local officials have said about this winter storm, and we'll talk about our forecast going forward. We'll talk about what you can expect tonight. Confidence is increasing that there may be a chance of some additional heavier snowfall, something we haven't seen obviously with this system late last night, but we could see that in some spots, meaning some folks could see that heavier snowfall that may coat the roadways very quickly. And travel may be a little bit difficult, especially late tonight and for the first part of tomorrow as well. So pretty busy there. Hey, Jeanette from Okmulgee. So we're going to kind of break that down, show you future cast, tell you when this is all going to end. And then, of course, we're going to break down that cold air and how long it'll stick around for us. It's been pretty busy for some folks. For others, I know they're like, where's the snow? Where's the snow? Well, we did have a lot of dry air to overcome last night. And that's why snowfall kind of started a little bit later in some spots. And that's why it wasn't as heavy as maybe what was previously thought. We were able to overcome that dry air, and that's where you see the snowfall across green country ranging on the low side about an inch, on the high side over 7.5 inches. So some folks, they get a decent amount of snowfall, just not everyone. With that being said, we do have round 2 coming in tonight, so don't count it out just yet. Again, we could see an additional rough estimate 3 to 8, locally more, and it looks like somewhere near 44 to about 540 is going to be that part where we could see some of those kind of heavier snow bands develop, which would lead to more accumulation. Hey, Judith from Westville. So we'll be breaking that down. What else? Cold temperatures. This is going to be a fun show. This is going to be a fun show. You're going to see us move around a little bit. We got a lot of weather to break down. I think we have a weather hit in each block, so there would be 4 weather hits throughout that 30-minute show. We're going to be on after this basketball game. I'm looking at the monitor right now with the Lakers in Dallas. So as soon as that game's over is when we're going to head on the air. And that's why I think somewhere around 10:30. Have you guys been enjoying the snow at least? I know some folks were looking for sledding gear. They were trying to find that last minute. Hey, from Catoosa, hello. Brianna, light snow and Jinx. Yeah, it's been kind of on and off throughout the day. Again, those brief bursts of those thicker flakes. Then you had that light kind of drier snow, and then we had nothing for a bit, little sleet mixed in. Hey, Tristan from Southwest City, Missouri. Thanks for tuning in here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. So yeah, don't count out the forecast just yet. We've got some additional snowfall on the way. Could be heavy at times late tonight through tomorrow morning. It does appear that the snow will eventually wind down. I'd say by mid to late morning, should become a bit lighter across the viewing area and then taper off sometime around noon. Eastern, southeastern counties would be in the early afternoon hours on Sunday. Yeah, Wagner could see some snow as well. I think the whole viewing area will at least see a little bit of snow. I know south of I-40 we're starting with this mix again, or continuing with this mix. What's going to happen is any precipitation that's out there will change over to all snow through the overnight hours. Misha, light snow in Keys. Thank you so much. My husband went to Keys High School, so I always love seeing that shout out. Hey, Sherry from Tahlequah. Ideas on totals for Bartlesville. I don't think they're going to be as high as maybe between that 44 to 40 corridor. But I'd say an additional 2 to 6 on the high side. It's not going to be as much, but you will definitely see more snow. Robbie, December 23rd, we bought our sleds and it was in the 70s here in Bixby. I know, wasn't it? It was weird around the Christmas time, right? It's like 80 degrees. But good for you for buying those sleds just in case. You had an idea. And thankfully you did. Hopefully you'll be able to use them tomorrow. Just make sure to bundle up. I was outside without gloves for like 10 minutes and my hands were burning. So if we're not used to that weather, it is cold for sure. All right, guys. Well, you see we've got our forecast notebooks. We've got our totals. We're making graphics. We're getting ready for our show coming up at 10:30. It's going to be Kirsten. It'll be me. And then we've got our reporters out and about. We're going to check in with them, and they're going to give you live looks in a couple of cities around Green Country and show you kind of what's happening, and we'll break it all down so you're all prepared. Brian, you're getting sleet in Okmulgee. Likely that's going to continue at least for another hour or two before that changes over to snow. A lot of snow in Jay. Kayla, let us know. The only snowfall totals I've seen so far for Jay was like 2.5 inches. So let us know. And if you guys haven't sent in your snowfall totals yet, please do. I look at those. I account for those. It's not difficult to do. It's fun if you get the kids involved. Just take a ruler. Make sure to find a flat space. You don't want to do hills. You don't want to find the highest snow drift. If your backyard or yard, whatever you're looking at, is uneven, you can take several averages. But stick the ruler right into flat surface down to the ground and give us your measurement. Don't forget to put your location on that as well. Porter could be a little bit on the higher side. Again, we're going to have these details. We're pouring over some data right now. So don't forget to tune in at 10:30 right here on News Channel 8. We're going to give you those updated forecast totals. And yeah, we still got some snow on the way. Only got 3 inches in Tahlequah. That sounds about right. My in-laws live near Park Hill, and they estimated about 2 to 4. So they would agree with your totals. All right, guys, we're going to end this live here and get ready for our show coming up in 2 hours. So make sure to tune in 10:30 on News Channel 8. It's going to be a special show for you guys. Hope everyone has a great and safe weekend, and stay warm.